If your team got guaranteed money, tell them call me.
Whoop. Make me say, my. I done been around the world.
Yeah, I was made for this.
Player Performance with J.A. Cavalier.
Welcome back to another episode of Player Performance. You guys already know the players. It's Luke Shuey, Coach Rick Bowe, of course. I am J.A. Cavalier. Welcome back. Love to see you guys all in the chat already. I know it's not an NBA show, but a shout out to the Indiana Pacers. And look, I've been saying it. You can't win come playoff time if your two stars are defensive liabilities, right? Cat out here looking like Sloth from Goonies. Hey, you guys! Look, I get it. I'm a Heat fan. So every time I get a chance to talk trash about the New York Knicks, you know I'm playing Oscar the Grouch. I even wrote a song about it, so I'm blessing you guys with a little entertainment. Luke, you want to hear it?
I got to hear it.
All
Drop
right,
it.
Well, so here it goes. Bing bong, the Knicks are gone, the same old Knicks, the New York Knicks. Bing bong, the New York Knicks are gone. Knicks fans, tell me, how does that L taste? Eat it, eat every last bite, every fucking crumb. Obviously, I'm a New Yorker, right? Born and raised. And I'm not talking about Long Island or upstate. In the trenches, 5 boroughs. But even I was embarrassed for New York. The city I love, and true, I heart New York. But jumping Pacer fans, burning down the fucking city, that's just not how New York sports fans act. Been there, done that. 27 World Series with the New York fucking Yankees. Even the G-Men 4 Super Bowls. Save that shit for the fanatics over there in Philly. Bing bong, next stop, Cancun. Couldn't have happened to a nicer group of people.
Only in New York.
I thought you were totally going to drop like a song or a reel, but no, we got you singing on here.
Yeah,
I love it.
Just inter-channeling my Wizard of Oz out here. All right, listen, guys, we're going to head to my new neck of the woods. We head to Lone Depot for a minor league showdown here. We have the Colorado Rock Dogs, the Florida Fish. Marlins a $190. Holy shit, Marquez and Max Meyer. Coach, what are you doing here? I mean, we can't lay 190 with the Marlins, can we?
Oh, my God. I mean, this is the time that you go to the truck stop, you go into the bathroom, and you just immediately turn around and walk back out because somebody took a dump in there and, like, just clogged the shit out of it.
Listen, I want to say this, though. I think the Marlins have already gone over their team total for the fucking season, though. I am going to say that. I mean, sitting at about 23 wins right now, and I mean, but the Colorado Rockies, holy fuck. I mean, 9 wins, you haven't even hit double digits through 60. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, Coach, it's like, and then you walk out and you're like, you'd rather hold it in till the next exit than actually, bet this game. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Well, Rick, you said all that just to say.
Well, just to say that I mean, there's not what's here. I mean, I don't know. Can you get behind anything? Can you trust, our boy, Herman Marquez?
I mean,
the guy's 1-7, 7.13 ERA. He's pitched really well in his last 2 games, though. Mm-hmm. Do you trust him? I don't. How about Max Meyer? Huh? Pitched really well to begin the season, month of May, like a giant turd. He's got over 6 ERA for the month of May.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Marquez has pitched well enough as of late, but he's still 1-7 with a fucking 7-run ERA. So obviously, I can't get behind that. Luke, are you targeting anybody here?
I am. For a second, I thought Coach was going to say, I say all that, and then Max bet. No. So
it's actually something I do like, but
what I do like in this game is Max. It's a guy named Max. It's Max Meyer. I know that you guys are saying he's horrible lately. He does 6.3 ERA month of May. I don't care. I think he has a bounce back spot here. Maybe not in the earned run department, but guys, I do it half the time. I'm doing it again. It's the Colorado Rockies. It's a strikeout line that has insane value. I posted it this morning. There's a VIP play. It's over 6.5. It opened up at plus 110 odds. I love that line. Look, early in the year, Max Meyer had a 14 strikeout game. I mean, that's pretty much top of the majors. He had 7, 8, 8, 7. I mean, he's crushed this line a bunch of times. Now he's facing the Rockies at home, bounce back spot. Just a lot of reasons I like Max Meyer tonight, over 6.5. It's plus money. Sign me up for my first official free play on this dog shit game. Max Meyer over 6.5. Okay.
Good luck to you there, Luke. I'm going to head to Boston here. Fenway. Angels come in to take on the Red Sox from Boston. Sox laying 160, total at 9.5. Anderson and Fitz. Luke, I'm going to pass this one over to you, but there's one stipulation, right? And I'm sure you know what it is, and those who follow this show already know what it is. If you say Devers, I'm putting you in fucking timeout. Like, for real.
Love Devers. No. I'm kidding. If I had to get somewhere in this game, it's a small lean on Fitz. We know he's not going to go deep into the game. He has a expected pitch count of 55 tonight. So that's only going to give you, maybe 3 innings. And they know that. So this is going to be a bullpen spot. But he's facing the Angels. Again, these are the bottom 2 teams in the MLB at striking out. I think Fitz can get to 3. His line's only 2.5 now. Initially, when I logged on this morning, the under had the best value. It's completely flipped. Now he should get to 3 strikeouts. It's juiced like minus 140, 50. That's okay. Put this in a parlay or take it as a small lean. It's Fitz over 2.5 Ks.
Coach?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I actually looked for his outs total to see if anybody would have it. And, of course, they don't because he's only going to make 50 to 55 pitches, right? But then I actually saw his Ks at 3.5 and was thinking under. So I didn't see that change to 2.5.
Yeah, so we were spot on then, Coach, because 3.5 was the under. I had it circled, but it flipped. Now I actually think the 2.5 is probably an over line. But what were you looking at for outs, over, under? I didn't even see.
There wasn't any. I couldn't find it. As soon as I saw he was pitching, I immediately went to look for that. And, of course, no one had it, which makes sense.
Yeah, and listen, the Angels right now are just a straight fade. All right, let's head over to Cincinnati. We have the Milwaukee Brewers. Would be Luke's hometown heroes coming in, Cincinnati Reds. And I did post a Euchre tribute today on social media. If you guys have not yet checked that out, you should. Listen, an icon when it comes to Major League Baseball is Mr. Baseball himself. He and Pete Rose lost both of them this past year, 2 of my heroes growing up. So we have Great American Small Park, Savali, Brady Singer. Brady Singer, not the ace that the Reds were hoping for, but better than what they've had. I mean, Brewers been hitting in bunches as of late. They just swept the Phillies. Now on the road, division rival. Coach, anything?
I don't really like this one. Just Milwaukee's 7-0 in their last 7, coming in pretty hot. Singer, is pitching well. It actually pitched better at home too. 3-1, 3.29 ERA. Gives up some homers though. So I don't know if I had to do anything. Maybe the Reds in the first 5, but that's because you got Aaron Savali on the other side giving up homers, left and right. So I don't know. I don't like either pitcher that much. So for me, this one's a pass.
Yeah, I don't hate the Reds' first 5. I mean, they're just coming off a big emotional sweep of the Phillies. Singer did pitch a gem his last time out against the Royals, 7 innings, 2 earned. Despite the ERA, he's still 6-3, so they're winning behind him. I guess ERA, are naturally going to go up or they're going to rise, especially when you're pitching in Great American Small Park for half of the time. It's such a hitter-friendly park. Savali, as we know, is fucking trash, just a ton of homers, so he's always pitching batting practice. Pitching, at gap could be a nightmare for this guy. Savali, innings, this season. He's given up 4 home fucking runs already. Home run rate last year was 1.62. It's already at 3 right now. So I would say the Reds in the first 5. You definitely want to catch Savali's arms before they get into the bullpen. Luke, anything for you?
I'm with you. This is something I co-sign. It's Reds in the over for me. This is a letdown spot for my Milwaukee Brewers. Even though I'm wearing the hat, I'll get to that in a sec. It's 2 pitchers that give up dingers. The line is high. It's 8.5 juiced. It actually was at 9.5 on some books. Feels like an over game, and it's the Reds for me. I'm not touching the Milwaukee Brewers. But all that being said, guys, I am dropping something cool. I appreciate all the followers in this live show on our social media pages. My Instagram finally hit 10,000 followers. And what I'm dropping now is get over to my Instagram page. We can link it if we want in the chat. But I have a free play video, and I usually try to give away JA's money. That's kind of the fun of this. I'm giving away my own money, $200 Amazon gift card of Luke Shuey's doing as a thank you to you guys. So all you have to do is comment, book it on the post, and it's a free play. And what I do like in this game is Bryce Terang of the Brewers over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I'll be short with it. He's cold. He was cold in the month of May, super hot month of April. He's actually kind of finding a hot streak now. He has 10 hits, runs, and RBIs the last 3 games in that span. And we saw how hot he was. He was a 324 hitter all through April. I love him tonight in a game that's expected to go over. So that's Terang over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Appreciate you guys. Book it.
Yeah, Ted, this wasn't as much of a bet on the Cincinnati Bats, more so a fade of Savali. So yeah, I get it. De La Cruz is dealing with some personal issues, but and hope everything goes all right there. But it was more so a back on Brady Singer, hoping that he's returning to form, and he's just the better of the 2 pitchers, which is why I would narrow it to the first 5 and not get into either bullpen. Luke, speaking of giveaways, we got some money to spend, right? There's 3 giveaways from last. There's 4. Did you win that Ride or Die?
Oh, why am I blanking on what Fridays was? We did. I'd have to. Now I'm blanking. Damn it.
I think show up fucking prepared. He promised you guys he would show up prepared. Like I'm just saying, he promised. Of course he didn't. Anyway, all right. So look, you're gonna have to. Burnsy, can you look back on Fridays? Give away the $300 for the comments. Did you at least do that shit?
Yeah. Now I'm failing my homework. I'm trying to give away my own money, and for the record, that video, it doesn't have to win. I'm giving away $200 no matter what. So make sure to comment. But no, let's come back to it in a couple games, Jay. I'll have it for you at the end, and I'll make sure I won my pick, which I'm pretty sure I did.
Luke is like a young man coming in for a quickie, leaving us all feeling so unsatisfied.
three pumps is all I got, dude.
All right, listen, we're gonna head over here. We'll head over to right field while Luke looks through his fucking notes. Tigers come in to face the White Sox. Jack Flaherty and Cannon. Look, I don't love Cannon, but there's no shot I'm laying 200 with Detroit. Tigers laying 210 right now. Jack Flaherty got his ring and then all of a sudden forgot how to pitch in the process. The once-hot Tigers, no longer the case, right? So it's going to be the Southsiders plus 1.5 or nothing. I'm probably going to pass. It'd probably be nothing for me. But if I'm looking at any way in this game, it would be White Sox plus the 1.5. Luke, you have anybody in there?
Yeah. So to be quick with it, I know we're hating on Flaherty because his numbers are really down. I still cannot get over the fact that when a guy like him is on the mound against the White Sox, his prop to record a win is plus 110 odds. I'm just going to take it every time because it's probably going to hit more times than not at plus money. So it's Flaherty to record a win for me today as a small lean, plus 110 odds. I got to do it. There's just no way I'm passing up on that value.
Coach?
Yeah, I would take that. I like Flaherty. He's got 3 starts where he sucked. 5 and 4 earned runs. Other than that, the other 8 starts, his ERA is sub 2.5. So I would co-sign that. The other thing to remember, I found this stat. This was interesting. There's only 4 teams that have been a road favorite that have a record of 500 plus on the run line this year. Detroit, of course, is one of them. Take a stab at who number 1 is. It's not the White Sox. It's your Oakland A's. But Detroit.
What a lead-in, Coach. What a lead-in. I love it.
I know. Detroit's. I just Anyway, Detroit run line. I don't know. Like Jay said, I don't think you can get behind that. But here in this game, for me, it's a Flaherty prop or nothing.
See, I'm down on Flaherty right now. Not pitching well. I mean, his ERA is around 4 right now, and the Tigers aren't hitting. I mean, for Christ's sakes, I sprinkled a little bit on them with a Skubal on the mound in the first 5, and then this was just a rookie mistake. Not really looking at what the Tigers had done behind Skubal in the first 5. They can't get a fucking run for the guy.
No.
Literally, he can go out there and it's just zeros, and it was zeros at the end of the 5. I just don't trust the Tiger bats right now. And listen, Chicago is the only problem for Chicago is they're young, right? Their bats are now starting to bat into form and hit into form. Look at Jessica on the spot there in the comments. She says she thinks it was Luis Ortiz over 5.5 Ks. Was that the prop on Friday?
Yeah, and he ended with 5. It was super disappointing. So we did not cash on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you still have 3 to give out.
And I'm going through them. Why can I not find player performance? It was from May 29th, right?
Yeah, if you go into the live section, you just pick up the days.
Yeah,
it wasn't for the Friday show. It was for the Thursday show that you missed, where you left.
Right. I'm trying so hard to find it. There it is. God, my thing's delayed.
All right. Way to come prepared. Anyway, let's head to San Francisco. San Diego comes in. Padres, Giants, Kolek and Logan Webb. Listen, we all know the book on Webb, right? I mean, fuck, I wrote this book. You fade him on the road. You fade the Giants' bats away from Oracle. But this is typically a play on. However, they just played in Miami. Now they have to travel across country, back into California, back to San Francisco. And I'll tell you this one thing right now from experience. Miami to San Francisco is a brutal fucking flight. And the Padres actually have good numbers against Webb. So personally, I can't do it. Coach, what say you?
Yeah, I'm with you all the way. Although I do have a paid pick on this game. I do like Webb at home, but recently, last 2 games, 17 hits, giving up a couple homers, but he did strike out 10 against the Tigers. So it's do you trust him at home or do you not? For me, I can't trust picking a side, but like I said, I do have a paid pick, and I'll give you this. It is a prop. So, Luke.
Okay, Coach. I like this. I got to pick your brain a little later. So if anyone's on the VIP team for props, I've been fading Willy Adames literally every day for the last 5 games, and he's cashed every single time.
Yeah, but however, you've been fading him on the road, and that's the narrative.
That's my point. Is I'm
Giants on the road, but the Giants aren't on the road. So are you backing him here?
No. Or sorry, I thought you said, are you fading him again? No, I was going to say my fade stops now because he's back home. It's not as good of a matchup. Where I'm actually going with this, and it's a value play. I know it's probably a strong underline, but I'm going Logan Webb again. He's been a cash cow, dude. He's an ATM in the strikeouts line for us this season. There's a couple times we chose not to take him because he'll occasionally have an off game. He's at home. It's the Padres. And the reason people are on the under is San Diego's the number 1 team at making contact. I'm not afraid of that, though, because Webb just struck out 6 Padres on the road last time he faced this team. It's juiced slightly to the over. It's too much value. I'm going Logan Webb over 4.5 strikeouts. Continue to be an ATM for us, Webb.
I could see it. Kolek isn't ready. I mean, good stuff, just not there yet. 4+ runs in 3 straight, 16.1 innings pitched so far, 21 hits, 15 runs, 14 earned, 6 walks. I just can't get behind that either. So it would be San Fran at home or nothing for me. I may sprinkle a little something on the Giants, the San Francisco Giants or G-Men, right? All right, we're gonna head to my favorite team. That would be the Oakland Athletics, but we're going to head to Sacramento. Twins come in, Twins at $1.60. Joe Ryan on the mound against my guy Sevy. Listen, I preach never bet against the streak, and the A's are certainly fucking on one right now. They've lost 15 of 16. But, and yes, there is a but. Give me the fucking Athletics here plus 1.5. Listen, I get it. You know what? I have a soft spot for Sevy. But I don't trust the Twins bats. And Joe Ryan has next level stuff. He's been next level good. 5-2, 2.57 ERA. I get it. But I'm not trying to catch a falling knife here either. This isn't a dead cat bounce spot. A's exhausted their fucking 9 lives. That cat's been dead and buried. I mean, this would have to be some Walking Dead type shit. But I'm playing the number here. 160 for this matchup, for this pitching matchup, is short. The books are speaking. I told you, when the books speak, you have to listen. So this is really just strictly a play on the number for me. And also, I believe that in this park, it's going to negate a lot of what Joe Ryan does and what Ryan does well. He's a fastball pitcher, but the A's make contact with fastballs and they hit fastballs. So this is, like I said, just a play in a number. Give me the Athletics here plus the 1.5. And also, don't trust the Twins' bats. So I don't expect the Twins going to score much. I think Sevy's going to figure it out here at home. He's pitched in this fucking stadium enough. I'll take the 1.5 at home. If this number keeps going up, you might be able to catch 2.5 at a nice number. So it's Athletics plus the point. And this is something that I will get to the window with. It's just a matter of how big. Coach?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that pick, but I still like Ryan early. For me, I like the Twins in the first 5. I don't think Ryan is going to have his best start. He's gonna struggle a little bit with that, that park. But I just can't get behind Severino at home. So for me, it's first 5 for the Twins or nothing. And the A's, I mean, they're a dumpster fire in the first 5 at home. $100 better. Like, just fade the A's at home. You're up $800, $900.
No, listen, the A's are a dumpster fire, period. I get it. I do get it. But do you really trust the Twins to push across enough behind? I don't trust them to even get us a run in the first 5. That's my only issue with this. So I mean, maybe you want to do a first 5 money line parlay with something else. I mean, I could see that but I don't see a 0-0 score after 5 either. So I see both. I see both teams putting up a number here today. I think that they'll push a couple across. And one thing I have in my favor is everybody is going to be betting the fucking Minnesota Twins here in one way, shape, or the other. I mean, look, I get it. I'm going to be on an island by myself, but I like islands. White sands, palm trees, sounds of the ocean, fruity cocktails with little umbrellas. Look, it's not going to be a 5-star resort, but it'll do. Luke, anything here?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm on the island with you, Jay. I think this is an athletic spot for me, to be honest. And it's a prop no one's going to be surprised about if you've tuned into the show. If you've followed my channel, I love Jacob Wilson. I'm going to do it until it stops being profitable or the books adjust. What does he continue to do? Yesterday, 4 for 4. I mean, this Jacob Wilson's a guy a stud. The game before that, 2 for 5 with the run. 1 for 5 with an RBI. He covers his combo line, almost every single game. He's batting .357 on the year, .368 in May, with a ton of stats: 15 runs, 16 RBIs. The dude's a stud. Give me him every day. His line's still only like -135. Ridiculous value. I know it's Joe Ryan. I don't care. Give me Jacob Wilson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We will continue to cash it.
Now, every penny, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go back and look. Is that a money line stat? Because if that's a money line stat, and with this, based upon that 7 there, I'm assuming that's a money line. You're down money. You know what? So at 6, 15, and 7, you got to figure the A's have been plus 200 plus in probably more than half of those. So the A's would be a profitable team based upon those particular numbers. And you probably play the A's first 5 plus a half a run, which makes that 7 all winners. So now those numbers have changed, and you're still probably catching a half run at a plus number. Like I said, for me, this is more of a play on the number. 160 is extremely short with a Cy Young caliber pitcher on the mound for the Twins. You already know everybody's going to be betting, and this line hasn't really budged. So for me, it's the Athletics plus the 1.5. That's the only way I can look. Coach Rick does like the Twins early, lay the half a run. Luke has his fucking prop, and we're moving on to what's going to be the game of the night, right? The series of the fucking week here. We head to Dodger Stadium. The New York Mets roll in, taking on the Dodgers. Dodgers laying $1.75. Total here at 9.5. Blackburn and Dustin May. So I just played the number. Now I'm going to play the spot. And sorry, Bernsey, this is absolutely a fake grimace spot. Travel across the country, New York to LA. I get it. The Dodgers played Sunday Night Baseball, not typically a spot where you want to ride them the next day, but they're not traveling. And the Mets are coming in off of a long trip, no day off, and more important, Blackburn making his debut. Not the team you want to see when you're making your fucking debut. Give me the Dodgers, probably always, first 5, lay the half a run, full game, lay the 1.5. I don't want to lay the 175. Maybe even more so, a Dodger team total over. The Mets bullpen doesn't fucking scare me. Coach, what say you?
Yeah, I would back you on all that. For me, it's all about Blackburn. I mean, he's going to come back first start. top
Your
20
first
team
pitcher
in
you're
baseball.
going to face is Ohtani.
Like Jesus. Well, and that's another one, man. I'm not big on home run props, but Ohtani is actually 4 for 9 off of Blackburn with a homer and a double. So you can catch his home run prop. It's plus 175, but why not? And then for me, it's all about fading Blackburn. I don't think he's going to pitch that long. He could get yanked early anyway, but I think you can get his under 3.5 strikeouts. First 5 team total for the Dodgers, I think you can get over 2.5. Anything that involves Blackburn, I'm all about. And then I'll back you on your minus 1.5 for the Dodgers.
No, actually, I like that look a lot. I mean, the first 5 Dodger team total over 2.5, because what typically happens your first game back? Either he's going to come out and fucking deal, or he's going to get it, or he's going to implode in the first inning, and that may cash in the first inning. And the Dodgers are back to hitting. I mean, putting up ridiculous numbers the first 2 games of the Yankee series, of course, and then last night, expect a little bit of downward. Muscle, yeah, that's great that you like the Twins first 5 money line, but I'm not laying 200. I mean, it's a silly thing to do, and it's not profitable long term, no matter how many times you bet it. So, I mean, if that's what you want to do, you want to look to the Twins first 5 money line and then say watch. I mean, you're not, it's saying a whole lot without really saying anything. Luke, you have anybody to target here?
Soto.
Not really, but I have something I do like.
You want to target Soto? I don't think Soto's left the box. I think they're still waiting for
weekend.
I looked at it.
Burns is like, he had himself a weekend.
I looked at it just for Burnsy.
That was against the Colorado Rockies, but you can only play who's on your schedule, right? All right, who are we talking here, Luke?
I looked at it. You still can't touch Soto here. So I actually like it's got to be Dodgers early, like you said. The Mets bullpen's actually sneaky good. They're second best in the MLB, so I like the Dodgers early and often. The way you can actually do this, I think Jay alluded to it, is this could cash first inning. So the yes runs first inning. That's a year fee. I know we don't do it long term.
Shut up.
No. Listen to the analytics. I've never seen a line high this season. They're projected for 1.6 runs this first inning. Normally it's like 0.8 to like 1.2. This is crazy. That's showing that Blackburn's going to give up a run at least. So I do like yes runs first inning. That's my take here. It's an official. It still is a prop. I'm not targeting any individual player.
I don't mind it. I wouldn't play it personally. I just don't believe in runs first inning or no runs first inning. Well, absolutely, I could see the A's Twins going over. You know what? Like set at 9. Actually, if you really look at it, with Joe Ryan on the mound, again, the books are fucking speaking. That total being set at 9. They're not expecting all that heavy lifting from the Twins. They can't expect the Twins lineup to put up 7-8 runs. You know what I'm saying? So they're speaking. And Darryl, I absolutely have no problem with that over. One thing, though, and I'll say this.
I've seen that one at 9.5.
Dustin May's pitch mix has been coming around. He's starting to get his arm angles down. He's looking a lot better as of late. And the Mets have been known to nap at the plate. So, I mean, I couldn't get to the over with that. I mean, for me, it was just a better look with the Dodgers. To be honest with you, I really love Coach's look probably even more with the Dodgers over to 2.5. And then you're just looking for fucking Blackburn to implode early. He starts missing the zone, and we've already discussed this on this show ad nauseum. What's the first thing that happens? It takes a while to get that control back. And I don't really care how he's looked in his rehab starts or how, the bottom line here, is it still gonna be a different beast when you're looking down the plate and you're looking at Ohtani, you're looking at Freeman, you're looking at Hernandez, you're looking at Will Smith, you're looking at Muncy. It's a completely different animal. Can I see the Mets putting up a couple off of Dustin May? Yeah, but if I can get Dustin May back into his rookie form, where nobody could touch him. The guy was untouchable when he first hit the bigs. So, and the Mets, like I said, they go on these stretches where their backs just fall asleep. It's unexplainable for such a really good lineup. And if you look up and down the lineup, the one guy who I never expected much from is just, putting up MVP caliber fucking numbers, Pete Alonso. It's ridiculous. I expected it from guys like Lindor. I expected Soto to come up and make some noise. You know what? But it's coming from Alonso, the guy who was overlooked, and Met fans were saying, let him go.
Well, yeah, what's crazy about that is, I remember last postseason, they kept saying it's his last game as a Met. And then he dominated in the postseason, and now that he's having a killer year. It's wild. He shouldn't have even been on this team if you asked 90% of the fan base.
Well, and I'll say this one thing right now, though. He could have gotten more elsewhere. He really could have. And there's a lot to be said about a guy who takes less just to be where he wants to be, playing for the team he wants to play for. I mean, that's a commitment, and that's a guy who I can always get behind. And this is why I always stated that Derek Carr was actually one of my favorite quarterbacks, and more so his person. Like, that boy lived and died, fucking bled silver and black, wanted to be a Raider for his entire career. It was almost heartbreaking to see him let him go. I mean, I get it. He's not great, but he's still better than anything you've brought in since, right? But I just get behind guys like that, guys who really put the team first. They want to play in a particular city. They want to play for a particular team. It's guys like Soto that can eat a dick, just chasing the biggest bag out there and then bending over one team for the other, And this isn't just, my Yankee fucking fandom coming out. When you do this at the level of which I do it at, I don't really hold on to grudges when it comes to teams. Like, I'll bet the shit out of the Sox over the Yankees if the spot and the situation is right. And I'll bet the Mets over the Yankees if the spot and the situation is right. Don't care. It's more about the money and the name on a ticket than it is about the hat on my head. All right. Let's move on to best bets here. All right, Coach, why don't you lead us off and give us your best bet?
I'll go with the Los Angeles Dodgers. I want to fade Blackburn somehow, and I think the way to do it's Dodgers team total 2.5 in the first 5 to the over.
I love that.
So you're going Dodgers team total over 2.5.
Over 2.5 in the
you
first.
You just chose
5.
way more words than I would have to say it.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
All right, that's going to be our first leg of our 3-team parlay tonight. Dodgers team total over 2.5. Luke, dropping yours.
Yeah, that's too good. I'm going with Jack Flaherty to record a win. It's plus money, and it's a best bet. It's plus money at plus 110. Book it.
All right, I am going to go. That's right. I'm going there. From the island.
Oh.
From the Tiki Hut. Flip-flops, toast and sand.
Margarita.
Give me the Sacramento Athletics plus the 1.5 tonight. So that would be your 3-leg parlay. You have Flaherty to record a win. The Athletics plus the 1.5 and the Dodger team total over 2.5. That cashes tonight. Someone's going to win a $200 Amazon gift card.
And I have our winners finally. If you want to do it,
you want the winners? Oh, so wait. Okay, so first let's put up the ride or die.
Yeah.
Ride or die, remember?
So the ride or die is going to be a nice little 3-leg parlay. If somebody could put the plus money, what that's going to pay in the comments, that'd be great. If you guys could do the work. We have the Athletics plus the 1.5. We have the Dodgers team total over 2.5. And then, of course, we have Flaherty to record a win. Nice little DGen parlay there. Dodger team total over 2.5. Flaherty to record a win.
Ace
plus
5 too.
Say again?
That team total's in the first 5.
Yes, correct. That team total is Dodgers team total over 2.5 in the first 5. Right. And now we have 3 tickets that we have to give away. Luke was kind enough to miss the show, leaving Coach and I stranded with our dicks in our hand. But you know what? You guys got paid. All right, Luke, mention them.
Yeah, nothing better than giving out live money. I'm going to do and because I didn't do my homework well, I'll give Jay the one he probably would have picked because it railed on me. Said, great show as always. Missed out on the prop master, but he was too busy booking deals he wouldn't put his own money on, even though they were at a great price. So, yeah, that's
a great price.
For those who watch this show religiously, know exactly what that means. Go ahead.
So that's the tag, though. The YouTube tag is at Angel Almanzar -PF1HE. I don't know what that part is, but Angel Almanzar, you are one of the 3 winners. Congratulations. Dishing out JA's money.
That's a $100 Amazon gift card right there. Let's go with the winner number 2.
And winner number 2 is a loyal follower. I had to go with him because he is just always full of good stuff. It's Thomas Rizzo, 8402. He said, although 3Pump had no intentions of moving in, Luke took the day off to play Family Man, closed on a house with plus 800 odds because it had great value. Everyone's, even that's
well, you stepped into it. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Luke was talking about giving out a future on the Braves. He says, I'm probably not going to bet it. It probably won't win, but it's great odds.
It's a great price.
It's a great price.
My delivery was poor, but I have bet it. I have
awful.
I don't really want to use though.
But being thick-headed and placing a bad bet just to stand behind a stupid read, you know what? Doesn't make any more sense. You know what I mean? And don't do that to our audience. We're too good to our people.
I gotta stay in my.
So one more time. Give us the third winner.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in my lane and just stick to props. That's what we win with. Why am I doing futures?
Luke, let's leave your futures in your wife's belly. You know what I'm saying? Let's
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? That's where your futures are. And that wasn't a knock on Luke. That was more of a congratulatory speech on the addition to the Why Lose family. You know,
that's right.
That's right. Luke is now expecting his third. Just caught up to me. You know, I have my 3. Now Luke is just caught up to me in my 3. Luke, Coach, how many do you have? Like 6?
Yeah. Well, there's 2 that we know of, and
there might be another 3 or 4 out
there.
Yeah,
they could be walking around here somewhere. I don't know.
So that was more congratulations. Luke and his wife are expecting their 3rd. Love it. Of course, boy or girl is going to be named J.A.
Well, they're 529. They're 529. Certainly, thanks. Why lose? But Veronica, we're giving some love to the ladies here. Veronica Rora 1444. She said she definitely trusts our picks. Gotta love it too. That's our 3rd winner. Congratulations, Veronica.
So here it is. You went in on the 2 who went the hardest in on you, and then you softened it up just to give yourself a little good feeling there, Mr. 2Pump.
I'm always about the good vibes. You guys know that.
Just one more time. Read the 3 names one more time.
Yeah, so we had 3 names, and Burns, you can look at them too on the comments. Or I'll send them to you. It's Angel Almanzar. Was the top comment. Then we went with Thomas Rizzo 8402 and Veronica Rura 1444. You guys are the winners.
I believe that's Aurora 1444. Huh?
Yeah.
Rura.
Yeah.
Rura. Oh, Veronica Rura. My bad. Sorry if I butchered your name, but I'm still giving you $100. At least there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. All right, so for the ride or the die today, we're gonna make this simple. We're gonna make the code word island. That's right, code word island, because I'm on the island with the Sacramento A's. I'm gonna be butchering that all fucking season long. He listened to his wife's belly. He heard Braves.
for all the, you know what? I have to defend myself for all the futures hate I'm getting. I said this on the show. I'm gonna get the home run derby correct because so far we've nailed it all. We've hit the Super Bowl MVP. We've hit the NBA 3-point contest, NBA dunk champ, the PGA championship winner. I can do futures, Jay. Just saying.
I promise, boss. I can do it. All right, let's go to a little Q&A. We have time for a couple questions.
Practice? We're talking about practice, man.
All right, you guys got questions? We'll answer them. We'll do the best we can. Let's go.
Dramatic pause.
Luke, French Open.
I'm not going to pretend to know you got to know what you don't know. I don't know tennis. That's for sure. I don't know. Yeah. Do you guys know anyone that knows tennis? I actually know a lot of guys that bet it. Maybe we need.
Yeah, it's a great market, man.
Jay is calling his tennis capper.
Yeah, I am actually.
Tennis guy.
Actually, we do have a tennis capper, Neil. Neil's going to be adding tennis this year. He actually bets it quite a bit. Who's going to win the French Open?
My personal bet, Djokovic, but I think
Nico says Djokovic, but I think that's just because he's Slavic.
Horse shit. What about
who?
What about Nadal?
And he says Carlos Alcaraz. Alcaraz?
Alcaraz, yeah.
That's his two favorites for the French Open. I don't know who either of them are.
Alcaraz,
What was it?
They're
Alcaraz,
number
Names
1
again?
and 2 in the
Djokovic
tennis
and
rankings.
He says Djokovic and what? They're 1 and 2?
Alcaraz.
Alcaraz.
Oh,
Alcaraz
way
is
to
a
go
stud.
out on a limb. You gave us 1 and 2 in the tennis rankings?
No,
No.
It's number
it's
one.
good.
Alcaraz
Who's
number
the?
two, Djokovic
Is
number
Nadal
6.
in this thing?
Okay. Djokovic is number 6. All right. But he is a Croat, so if that helps at all, you know what I mean. But he is watching fucking tennis literally every single day. I mean, I'm just watching the balls bet like this.
Alcaraz is a heavy favorite, but he's such a stud. I don't know how you could bet against him.
I just like the girls in the short skirts. You know, that's about it for me.
Jay's just watching the ball. What do they call them? The ball boys, the ball girls. Yeah.
Slow down there, big dog. We got Tigers minus 1.5, Marlins money line, Reds money line, and Weed
Oh,
over.
that means Logan Webb. I think someone's got something different on their mind, but he meant Webb.
I may be getting
Weed,
too
Webb.
rolled after the show or not. I don't know. And Webb over. I'm not fucking putting the Mullins in any way, shape, or form into any bet today. Fitz over 2.5 Ks.
Yeah, that's a bet I did like. That was the lean I had. He's not going to pitch long into this game, but he could strike out.
Terrible case at Blunt in 5.
First 5 innings.
First 5 Blunt.
Over 1/2. Yeah. I would get to Fitz over 2.5. He should get 3 innings. I think he can at least hit a third of his outs be from strikeouts against the terrible Angels lineup.
All right. You read this wrong. Listen, who's the guy? Oh, no. I'm sorry. SJ. The Jays are kind of an enigma to me. It seems like they have the arm talent, right? And they definitely have the lineup. They have the bats in the lineup.
Yeah.
But then year after year, they just fucking disappoint, right? It just seems to be a theme with Toronto sports these days. Maple Leafs, the Raptors, and of course, why would the Blue Jays not follow suit, right? So I don't know. Webb over 4Ks. I don't hate that. I mean, but again, be careful with it. The Padres have good numbers against Webb. Luke, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm on Webb strikeouts. I think it's a underline. Like I said, he's going to likely just get there. I have him pegged for exactly 5Ks tonight, so it's a strong lean. I don't have another take on the game. Someone said over. Padres offense is damn good, and I guess from what you guys alluded to, Giants are back home. They should put up enough on the board to get this over. I don't know.
I don't mind that look. I don't mind an overlook. I mean, Coach, any players likely to hit home run today? Guys, we typically don't do play home run
I don't like
props.
home run props.
It's just a bad bet. I mean,
Coach
it's a
dropped
bad bet.
Ohtani earlier, but
I did, yeah. The only one I liked was Ohtani, just because he has good numbers against Blackburn, and it's Blackburn's first start. He throws out the first pitch, Ohtani goes deep. I don't know. It's not a great bet though. That's why we don't, That's why.
There's no long-term value to betting home run props.
No.
I mean, they're fun and they're like hitting a nice little lottery tickets, like going to play bingo. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't. Why guys do them because it's fun. And if you see on social media, it's just like first basket bets in the NBA. You can parlay baskets and make $250,000 off $10. That's fine and all if you're doing it for fun. Like I get it. It's less than pizza money, but I can't do it with home runs. It's literally a coin flip.
Yes, Ohtani did suck it up last night, and I know Luke's prop with Hernandez also sucked last night.
Yeah,
but
did you see the stat?
There's a reason. There's a reason why 30% of the time is successful in baseball, right? The hardest thing in all of sports to do is to hit a baseball. There's a reason for it. He's not going to come out and shell out every fucking night. He's just not. There's nobody hitting 70, 80 homers anymore. Those days, maybe Judge.
Yeah, I'll take that one on the chin. I had Hernandez. Dodgers top of the lineup started 0 for 14 last night. I mean, who's going to predict that? Like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I will say this: if you're going to look for home run props, right? I don't think you narrow it to an Otani. I think you more so take the three livest bats with the best numbers, in that Dodgers lineup and probably sprinkle across the board, because you typically figure that the Dodgers are going to go yards somewhere. Still not good bets. Still not something I would do. But if you're going to do like a Freeman and an Otani, and if a Hernandez is playing, then like a Hernandez, especially after a bad day yesterday, I think Betts is still out of the lineup right now, right? So if that's the case, maybe a sprinkle across the board, you catch some really good numbers. But even at that point, it's just not a good bet. It's just this long term. It's not profitable.
Anytime you can't bet no on a bet, like you're just giving money to the sportsbook.
It's a good way. That's a good way of putting it.
You can't bet no, so you're.
Well, the nose would be like minus 500 across the fucking board, no matter who the player is. Yeah. Even on a judge, the no would still be minus 400.
Oh,
it still would be a bad bet.
Yep.
To that point, I mean, we don't need to go on and on, but there's a lot of places where you can only bet overs, and people love betting overs for props in specific. Yep. But I usually bet more unders than anything, because there actually is hidden value in unders due to injuries and other things. And books sometimes don't even allow you to take unders, just to show you of what you guys are saying. There's value on what they don't want you to bet. So,
correct.
Interesting stuff.
June, when it comes to baseball, I typically finalize my card about 30 minutes before first pitch of the first game. Unless there's day games, I'll sprinkle it out throughout the day. I want to be locked in, and I don't release my plays until I've already bet the card. And I can tell you right now, I do have something I'm getting to the window with, very, very, very sizable. But as of yet, I have not placed one bet for tonight, so I don't feel comfortable releasing my bets until until I've actually bet them myself. San Diego in the last 4 games has 4 runs. Yeah, and in the 17 games before that, they have 2. Did I just do that?
Yeah, stop touching.
Okay, I'll stop touching it. Birdie's yelling at me. Sounds like
we really need that soundboard where Burnsy can just go.
You know what? We have the soundboard. We have to just get it all coordinated with the giddy up and the book.
That way, when you're going to be,
and of course there has to be some midget porn in there. a little bit of shit in hands and claps and bending over at Nickelback concerts.
That's right.
Oh, nice. What's wrong with Nickelback?
What's that?
Coach is here to defend.
Chad Kroger, man, come on. Give him some more.
Are you a classic rock? Like a Zeppelin? I mean, obviously. Zeppelin. Or is it more? But it's more like White Snake.
Yeah, I'm a metalhead, man.
So it's more that Detroit rock, city rock for you, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay, I can't get behind that shit.
If long hair and
Nothing good came out of the 90s.
Leather.
I can assure you of that. Like, nothing good. Or was that the 80s? The 80s.
That was the
80s. Yeah, nothing good came out of the 80s. Like, nothing. Like Michael Jackson and all them zippers, like.
Now, that was gay. I mean, I don't like that.
That's not really a big pull. There's a piss on his grave. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Fuck him. You know what? I don't listen. You know what? When it comes to shit like that, man. Nope.
I hear you.
Nope. Don't give a fuck. Nope. Shit it clap is my all-time favorite quote from Jay. What am mine too? Can you
someone just asked? So I was just going to comment on the Yelich thing. I don't expect him to play tonight. It's there's a lot of reasons I like Cincinnati tonight, and it's an added value to Turang as well. One of my favorite props of today is Yelich not playing. Turang's a lefty. He's likely going to get moved up in the lineup. I think there's a lot of hidden value there. So I just wanted to comment on that. Yelich probably not playing, which means Turang up in the lineup, better value on Reds overall. Just a couple looks I really like.
Yeah, Yelich is out. Yelich is out. He might be out for a little while too. So last I heard is he's going to miss some extended time.
Anytime you have X-rays on your hand after
Yeah,
getting
it's not-
hit,
never
you're
good.
you're not
It's
playing the
never
next
good.
day.
Not good.
Yeah.
Anybody find out what happened with Corbin Burns? So I had fucking max bets all riding on the D-backs yesterday, 2 of them, and Corbin Burns was pitching a gem. I mean, he was giving up some base runners, but he typically does, right? Pitching
Want to
a
know
gem,
what's
just
crazy, Jay? I don't even know if
shoving.
you knew this. I had
What?
Corbin Burns as my max play too for strikeouts. He got it, and
Well,
then
I had him in the
He did,
first
yeah.
5 money line parlay along with the Phillies first 5. That did cash. Phillies blew it later on, but that was more so for errors, right? I should have swept the fucking board because it was just the most untimeliest errors from the Phillies, that you could possibly have. They should have won that game 2-1. And then all of a sudden, with 2 outs in the 5th, Corbin Burns, something happened with his elbow. He pitched basically a meatball to C.J. Abrams that he just laced into left, gave up a single. No big deal, 2 outs. And then Beeks comes in. First thing he does is fucking walks Wood, gives up a fucking single.
Yeah.
Run comes around to score. And then I'm like, oh, fucking great. Now I got 2 ducks on the pond, and Beeks can't find a strike zone. Great. But something happened with his elbow. His X-ray returned negative. Oh, that's on Yelich.
No. Burns was supposed to have an MRI this morning, but there's no details yet.
Okay, I that's something I want to see.
I'll bet he's done.
All right, let's close this out here. Coach, closing thoughts?
Hey, it's Monday. Get to the window. Hopefully everybody that watches can take something out of this, get to the window, get some wins. I mean, that's what we're all about here. And best of luck. Bet with your head, not with your gut, as Jay always says.
Yeah, guys, listen, more important than anything, I'm not saying that you just tail this show blindly. A lot of this could be used for your own handicap and for your own thoughts, and then, take it with a grain of salt. There are those who just basically just tail this blindly. And listen, I'm not saying that that's wrong either. Actually, on the player performance in general, we've been extremely profitable throughout all shows. The NFL show was fucking ridiculous. The NBA show was well. I mean, I did not have a good NBA season, as many know. It's been documented, and I've said it now 1,002 times. But now the baseball show has been actually extremely profitable in obviously small sample size so far. But it will continue throughout the season. It's been extremely profitable. So, and Luke's props have been spot on. So, you know what, guys? Use it with your own handicap. Always bet with your heads, never over them. If you're going to bet, please do so responsibly. Luke, anything?
Yeah, you guys said it. We're here to help you win. It's ultimately your decision how much you put down. Do it responsibly, and use our information however you want it. Back it, fade it. If you want to fade us, fine. But I challenge you to do better than us day in and day out. And we appreciate you guys. The last thing I'll lead, just because it's an appreciation post, I'm giving away my own $200. Comment on my Instagram post and follow me. I will give someone $200 out of Luke Shuey's pocket. Appreciate all of you. Back here tomorrow.
Am I can I win that?
And Jay's burner. And Jay better not come with his burner.
I just want to take something from Luke for once. This entire relationship has felt so one-sided, Luke.
If there's any sketchy burner accounts, I'm gonna have to make sure it's not you.
No, it'll be V. It'll be V. It'll be Burnsy's wife.
Too good.
All right, guys, go ahead, smash the like button. Appreciation, always appreciate it. As we say every show, we appreciate you guys the most. And listen, cherish the present, take bold actions, and live with no regrets. We have the power to transform, embracing each day as if it were our last. Life is so unpredictable. We can't control everything, but what we can control is we control how we show up. This mindset isn't about fear. It's about purpose, making the most of every moment, shift our perspective, and find clarity.
Cut my life into